Citizens of the Republic, welcome back to another Ahsoka reaction review. I am back here again with Mark in the Galactic Core studio. We're here, like I said, with another reaction review. This is episode 5, and probably the most anticipated episode so far. This is probably going to be something insane. I'm looking forward to it. This thing is in theaters. This episode specifically.
I mean, that's insane.
I genuinely don't know what this could be, but we know it's going to be insane. That's about it. So, no theories out of us, nothing. We're going to get into it, react, and we'll talk about it after. Hopefully it's good. Let's get right into episode 5 of Ahsoka. I mean, bro, this is just ridiculous.
This is...
Didn't expect to see you so soon.
Oh, no, not Fortnite Anakin.
I will say, now that I'm, like, fresh off of, like, the initial reaction, I'm not mad at how he looks. I do still think they just should have just done, like, makeup or something, though.
It still looks a little weird to me, but...
Yeah, it's definitely, like, slightly off. In some way, but yeah. I mean, I'm definitely. I don't even think I was really hating on it in the last episode. I was just like, it kind of looks like Fortnite.
Hu Yang.
Oh no. Hu Yang thinks they're dead.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Here we go.
Oh god.
You look the same.
You look old.
Well, that happens.
This is insane, bro.
Mark, what am I watching, dude?
This was the last thing I was expecting.
We're overdue at HQ. Senator Organa says she can only give us cover for so long.
Well, we're not going anywhere until I know.
Senator Organa, they're talking about Leia.
Yeah.
Not if we don't have any answers.
But, Mom, there's something about the water.
What are you talking about, Jason? Get this dude a nap.
The waves crashing?
No. The lightsabers.
Okay, this is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna assume
What am I
Ahsoka's just gonna be like floating in the water.
Jason has.
He has something crazy.
His father, Kanan Jarrus, was a Jedi.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't taught you everything yet.
Yo, get wrecked.
This is gonna be her in the water, I'm gonna assume. Or not. That's not. Nope, this is young Ahsoka.
Bro.
She's very small there. That's a clone.
No way, bro.
Dude, this is early Clone Wars.
Very early.
This is the Clone Wars!
Yeah, no kidding.
Dude.
This is cool, bro.
I'm mind blown. Oh my god.
Be right back.
No way.
Are we actually gonna see Rex though?
Come on, Snips.
I mean, he's there.
There are more
Yep.
separatist droids approaching.
They covered that clone's face. Did they just not have Tamara Morrison for this? I can't
they
imagine
covered
they
all
didn't
of
pay him.
Looks like they got all of them covered.
Listen, I'm teaching you how to lead, how to survive. And to do that, you're going to have to fight.
What if I want to stop fighting?
Then you'll die.
Jeez. I don't even know what to say right now.
Wow. Okay, so we don't actually get to see Rex. I mean, yeah, this is just absolutely insane. Oh my god, that shot is crazy.
That was. Dude, that's insane.
Dude, why did I say that half a second before that happened? Oh my god. Some of those clones that were like super far in the background were CGI, I'm fairly certain. Like it looked like the prequel
Probably.
clones.
Yeah.
Is there a chance they're out here?
Always. Especially with Lady Tanner.
Yeah, she is tenacious.
So was her master.
Yeah? What was he like?
Intense.
Oh,
Now we're jumping
a
ahead.
little bit
here.
older.
Yep.
Well, this is obviously, yeah, I
This
was gonna
is,
say it's Mandalorian, actually.
Yeah. Ooh.
There's Rex again.
Dang.
Commander. We'll secure the perimeter. Come on, let's go.
Dude, that literally sounded like a line in Battlefront 2. That's
Yeah,
like
it did.
I heard. Oh my god. I hope it actually wasn't. I hope it wasn't like a ripped voice line from somewhere else. I hope he actually did it.
Mm-hmm.
You are more Anakin, but more powerful and dangerous than anyone realized.
Is that what this is about?
If I am everything you are,
You've learned nothing.
don't say that.
Back to the beginning. Live.
I knew they were gonna do it. I knew they were gonna do it.
Or die.
I knew they were gonna do it.
Dude.
Oh my god.
No way. Oh, I thought you did.
You lack conviction.
Oh my god.
There's hope for you yet.
Anakin.
Dude, that was unreal.
That was amazing. I'm like at a loss for words right now.
I mean, we just saw some of the most ridiculous stuff I think we've ever, literally ever seen in Star Wars. So
Yeah.
I think we have a bit of an understandable speechlessness at the moment.
You have a training room in your starship? Will you train me?
No.
You want to build a lightsaber?
Yes.
Will you teach me?
No.
No.
Purgles.
Purgles, that's always a good bet. Dude, every time we see the Purgles, man, it's such a cool shot.
Every time.
Like, come on.
So they're probably gonna go inside a Purgle's mouth. That's my guess.
I'm not sure.
I'm telling you, they're going inside its mouth.
Dude, this is.
I'm calling it right now. They're going inside the Purgle mouth. If they land on it, like, that's just... I mean, to me, like, going inside its mouth makes sense.
But yeah, if they jump to hyperspace and then the outside, like, I don't think that like, your ship would probably start
Yeah.
getting destroyed, like, but I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know, we don't know the physics of hyperspace.
This is true.
Dude, why is that one so much bigger than the others?
They're gonna.
Up ahead, I think that is one.
They're going in its mouth, Mark. They're going in its mouth.
Eat me.
What did I say, Mark? What did I say?
He said they're gonna land in his mouth.
You're certain they know where Sabine was taken?
I have no idea.
What?
No idea.
Dude, I have like goosebumps right now.
I just don't. I just don't.
You just don't.
I mean, dude.
There's so much to break. You can't even break all this down, dude.
No.
There's so much going on in this episode. I don't even know where to start. Honestly, I mean, I guess we could start with Anakin. Obviously, I mean, he played a pretty big role in this episode. I mean, live action Clone Wars is it a little bit of a tease? Like, come on.
It is.
Like, come on. They showed us that they can do something with that. Now let's make it happen.
It looked
You know
good.
what I'm saying? It did.
I mean,
It looked really good. I mean, let's make it happen.
I will say, I feel like I'm in the minority, but I really am like, I'm iffy on live action clones, like doing them practical, because I feel like the helmet always looks goofy. Especially phase 1 helmets, which is mostly what we saw. And I think they look goofy. Does that take away from what this episode was? No. But I did want to point that out because I mentioned while we were watching that it looked like the ones in the very background were CGI. And that's because they look completely different from the actual ones that were in the scenes moving.
Yeah.
Like, do you understand what I'm saying by like the helmet looks awkward? Like,
Yeah, it's just, it's tough to do clones like practically, like a practical clone and not CGI because, like there's not, because since it's a clone, like all of them, they have the same height, the same build, the same, like they're the same. But if you can't do that practically. It's just impossible. There's no way.
Yeah.
Finding like a bunch of people with the same height, the same build, the same like everything, like it's just impossible.
And
so I get what you mean by that.
To me, like the phase 1 helmets, when you have them be practical, they look to me like a toy that you would get. You know how they have those like actual full phase 1 helmets you were able to put on?
I had one, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Those things are huge.
Yes.
And they look goofy.
I think that's what they used.
It looks like you have a bobblehead. And so like it's like that because like, that's how a helmet would have to be if you were wearing it in real life. But when they do it in the prequels, they're like it's like the helmet shrink wrapped on their head. It's like
Mhm.
it's like the helmet is their head essentially.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Which makes it look really clean to me. Like it looks really good, but
Mhm.
it's just not
Yeah, you're just
practical.
not used to it.
So then seeing the ones in here just I'm definitely still not sold on them. I'm not a huge fan of that. Purely because of the way they look. That's it.
Mhm.
But I mean, I think young Ahsoka was also weird. Cause, dude, it's also weird because I feel like I'm still getting used to current Ahsoka in live action.
Yeah.
Then
That's
now
fair.
we're seeing young Ahsoka, and it's like, man, I don't know how sold I am on that either.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's definitely like
uh,
way different from what we're used to. That's for sure.
yeah. So it definitely like makes me feel not as attached to it. It's still crazy. I still love it.
Mhm.
But I definitely am like a little detached. Even seeing Hayden like that is weird.
See, you know what's funny is I was all right with Hayden. Honestly, wasn't like
Yeah, I think his performance
the
was
short
was good, but
the short hair did look a little like I was like, whoa, like I've short hair Anakin like that look. I was like, I've
mhm.
never seen Hayden rocking that cut before. But honestly, like I didn't have a problem with him. Really, like I didn't when he was
Yeah,
throughout the
I
whole
think his
episode. Like,
performance was really good, but just him like him interacting with Ahsoka and like him in this setting, he's got like the
oh
Clone
yeah,
Wars armor on, and it's
that was
just
that was crazy, bro.
it was
That was crazy.
crazy. It's just it definitely makes me feel like not as attached to it. Like it doesn't feel like Anakin. I don't know,
Mhm.
it's a weird feeling. Like I do want to like make it clear that I love this episode,
Mhm.
but I'm still processing it
Yeah.
and kind of deciphering my feelings on it because like I just feel like I'm not as attached to it. Like if this was animated and it was Ahsoka in animation, Anakin in animation, like I feel like I'd be like, okay, that's Anakin and Ahsoka. Like it would feel normal, but we've never seen this, so it feels off
Yeah.
in some way.
Yeah, no, it definitely it has a different type of feel. For me, like I guess the biggest difference is like obviously like Ashley Eckstein, like she's Ahsoka, right? Like I'm so used to her voice and her
Mm-hmm.
being Ahsoka throughout Rebels and Clone Wars. It's a little weird to try to get used to this, but when I think of Anakin, I think of Hayden, so I don't have as much of a difficult time adjusting to him,
Yeah.
you know. But I get what you mean with the Clone Wars setting.
I just when I think of Anakin interacting with Ahsoka, I think of Matt
It's
Lanner,
yeah, exactly.
not
So
Aiden.
yeah, no, I definitely get where you're coming from for sure. Like it's
like like I'm with you on the boat of like when I think of Anakin, I think of Hayden, but just
mhm,
in this circumstance,
yeah, in this
I don't think
scenario.
of Hayden.
Yeah, no, it's I'm shell shocked still though too. Like
Yeah, it
I
was a
was
cool moment.
it was insane. I didn't know they were gonna do anything even remotely close to what they did in this episode.
I
In that
mean,
part anyway.
I do want to say first and foremost here, anyone that constantly comes up with these theories. I've said it with Marok a million times because I think
Yeah.
those theories were stupid. People saying, Oh, I think it's the brother. Or the son, not the brother. Sorry,
Oh, the son. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the son. Like, I think it's the son, like playing a trick on Ahsoka. Dude, the son is dead.
Yeah, I don't think those any of those characters are alive anymore, right?
No.
So
The
obviously the
closest
daughter.
thing we have is Ahsoka because the daughter gave her life to Ahsoka. Like
Yeah.
that's the closest thing we got. So like, do I understand the theory to a certain degree? But he's like, the son's dead, so why is that? Why would that be? I don't know. I hate
Yeah, and I
I
get what
hate
you mean.
theories.
Well, it gets to a point where the theories start getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like when they're thinking Ezra was Marok, and I'm like, it's not Ezra, it's not Barriss, it's not. I mean, who else were they saying?
Star Killer.
Star Killer. Like, it's definitely not Star. Dude, if it was Star Killer, then I would have a problem.
Yeah.
It's just another character it's a fresh character. Like, not every character needs to be like a special reveal. Like, they can, the new character, like, we can bring in new characters.
Mm-hmm. And but like, people making these theories about like, why is Anakin here in the world between worlds? Like, is it the son playing a trick on Ahsoka? Is it actually him? And then we don't even get the explanation.
Mm-hmm.
It obviously wasn't the son, but it's just Anakin. It's just, to me, it's just like a vision.
Mm-hmm.
How
It's
Ahsoka ends up
something.
there, I don't know. I mean, none of it's explained. I don't know if it's going to be explained.
I don't know either. I'm not even gonna like harp on it or try to
Yeah.
make up something. Like, it just happened. I mean, we can sit there and say all these different things. Maybe Anakin pulled her in to save her or something. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm not gonna like sit here and think of the million different theories. We probably won't get an explanation for it, which is fine. I don't
Yeah.
think we don't need an explanation for everything. And I think that is one of the things that actually I like about Star Wars is not everything needs an explanation. Like,
Mm-hmm.
stuff just kind of happens. So
Yeah. Seeing them like actually duel though was pretty sweet.
dude, that was insane.
You get the little bit of a duel, then you go into the Clone Wars flashbacks, which obviously are crazy. Dude, for some reason, I really feel like that Tamara Morrison line was not actually him. Or it was actually him, but
Well,
like I feel like
yeah.
that wasn't a fresh line.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be upset if it's not.
I feel like it was not a fresh line. Because
If it's not, I'm very upset.
it sounded, like I said, I said initially it sounded like it was from Battlefront 2.
Yep.
So obviously I'm
Very,
talking
very
about
true.
it's from 2005 or before. I think it could have been something left over from one of the prequels.
Could have been.
Because it didn't
mean-
sound like him now. Because he obviously sounds different. Because he's, 18 years older.
Yeah.
It sounded like Battlefront 2 because it sounded like it was from that time period. I feel like it is a reuse. Actually, hold on. We're here at the credits. Let's see if he's in here, in the names listed. But yeah, that was sweet. What also makes me think it wasn't him was because they don't show his face,
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Yeah.
So, which is incredibly unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like, I think
That's
that
very,
really sucks for
unfortunate.
him
Mm-hmm.
if that's the
Especially
case.
with how much he loves Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, he wants to be in this stuff. He wants a Book of Boba season 2. He wants to be in this kind of stuff. Like, he wants to be involved in Star Wars again.
Mm-hmm.
And I want him back too. I want to see him in a bunch of stuff.
It's just so that's another part of the flashbacks that was just like, it was obviously crazy to see, but it still kind of sucks that we didn't really get to see much of him.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then, right after that, we get to see. Dude, I knew they were gonna do Anakin with the red lightsaber.
That was so cool.
I was
dude.
honestly expecting it at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the way that they were like making it super like tense when he's pulling out the lightsaber, I'm like, oh, they're not gonna make it red, are they? And then they didn't. And then they get to the end where he's like obviously like getting angry, and then oh my god. And then the shots of like him like switching to Vader, dude, like it was just,
And like the voice like was like a mix of Vader and his.
yeah. Okay.
Oh,
there
he
it is. Guest starring in order of appearance, and then we see Captain / Commander Rex, because he is Commander in the.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
Dude, I like that touch. No, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he's there, but again, is this a? I guess that doesn't really give us the. I'm an idiot. Because in Kenobi, James Earl Jones didn't do Vader. It was AI generated.
Yeah.
But he was still obviously credited.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering.
It's weird because it says guest starring. So like you would think that
Yeah.
you would have to be like there, like actually in the armor, but that's because that's what guest starring is. But I don't know. It
But
did
yeah,
sound like his younger
his
self.
name being here, obviously should have realized that it was going to be here, because it's still his voice. Like, they have to credit him, but
Yeah.
it just might not be recent. Yeah, I'm wondering if we will get any sort of explanation with how Ahsoka gets to the world between worlds. What that whole thing was with Anakin, like how Anakin's there. Is this just like a whole vision that she's having, essentially? Who really knows? No one. And it wasn't explained.
And it probably won't be, but we'll see. Maybe it will be.
It's cool that Jason obviously has a lot of force sensitivity, so hopefully we see more.
Ahsoka's gonna train him eventually. Maybe that'd be pretty cool.
Now, I would have think Sabine would train him.
Oh yeah, maybe.
So I don't know. Maybe Hu Yang will just teach him.
Hu Yang. Well, he said no, he wouldn't. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. No, that was too funny. That was hilarious.
at least right now.
Yeah. And then, they get in the Purgle's mouth, which I don't know. Mark, I might be kind of a genius for that. Just saying.
I mean, I can't really think of another place where they can't land on it, so.
Yeah. But obviously that's pretty sweet, and I mean that kind of it loosely covers the episode. Obviously there's a lot more that kind of went on.
There's too much that went on. Like
with the mention of Leia was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was really cool.
It's very subtle, but that was cool. Seeing Mon Mothma again,
always cool.
I'm just like, man, the New Republic, they don't want anything to do with what Hera is trying to do.
No, they
really don't.
Nah, and I'm starting to get more and more frustrated with the New Republic right now.
Yeah.
It's not the Galactic Republic, of course. Nothing can top the Galactic Republic here, but the New Republic is really starting to get on my nerves. We gotta start taking Thrawn more seriously here.
Well, the thing is, I understand that, like, because even Mon Mothma goes over, like, do you have any of this evidence? Do you have any of this? It's like, no. Okay, then we can't help you. Like, if there's at least some evidence, sure, but there actually is literally no trace, and
Yeah.
it's all just you have to trust someone's word, which doesn't hold up. So I understand it, but yeah, they're definitely not taking it too serious.
It's just, I think it's the more the fact that like they just, like, from the start, they just haven't even like tried to even give the slightest bit of effort in
Yeah.
investigating it. I mean, I get it. It does sound crazy that, oh, Thrawn's still alive. Like, he, because he, everybody thinks he's gone, obviously. I mean, nobody thought he survived that, but I mean, they're going to get him, so.
And the people that the word is coming from, like, obviously super attached to Ezra and everything. So
true.
they're,
Yeah.
factoring in, like, that they might have too many emotions connected to that to really look at it logically. So
yeah, exactly.
Kind of sucks, but that's just how it is. So hopefully, I actually wouldn't mind seeing some more of that. Like, I'd imagine we are going to see Hera and see what kind of goes on there.
Yeah.
See more of Mon Mothma. And then we're going to see, I mean, we're in the Purgles flying to the other galaxy. We're finally probably going to see Thrawn in the next episode, I would assume. So
I hope so. I can't wait.
I am definitely excited. I mean, I was excited for this one. I'm going to be honest.
Gassed about this one.
This is the last thing I'm going to say. Is it bad for me to say I was expecting more? I don't know what I was expecting.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But I was expecting more.
Yeah, I was going to say, because what do you...
Like... Just...
Like, do you mean more as in, like you were thinking you were going to see Thrawn in this episode, or...
I was just thinking I was going to see even crazier stuff. Like, I thought I was going to be... I mean, I was speechless, but, like, I thought it was going to be 45 minutes of the most unbelievable Star Wars I've ever seen in my life.
So you're thinking of, like, 45 minutes of Hayden just taking Ahsoka on, like, a
Or,
journey
like, just something outlandish. Just the craziest thing you could think of. That's just what I... And I only expected that because of, like...
The world between worlds.
Like, we're in the world between worlds. They're setting this up to be, like, a majority of the next episode is going to be this interaction. And then also it being in theaters. I was like, what is going to happen here? But again, obviously, I'm very pleased with what we got. This was actually insane.
I know, this was great. I love this episode.
Yeah, so I'm excited for next week. We've got what, three more episodes left.
I believe so.
Really coming down to the wire. I will say, I wouldn't be surprised if we somehow get Anakin again. In some capacity. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know in what context. But I feel like we're going to see something else. I will say, though, I hope she doesn't go to the world between worlds, because that'll mean that she's been saved from death like 4 times or something.
Yeah, no, that'd be that's like a cheat code for her at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to die. Let me go to War Between Worlds really quick.
Oh, man. Okay. We'll go ahead and call it there. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Hopefully you also enjoyed this episode. Let us know in the comments what you thought and what you're thinking so far with Ahsoka. Check out the Galactic Core if you haven't already. We have a brand new episode from last week and a new one coming out next week. So be on the lookout for that. And we'll be back next week for episode 6. Thank you guys for watching.